Hey, shout out to Tabernacle Flatbed Trucking, man. I'm making this video, right? I'm commending bro, right? Because I respect his transparency. He took us down there through that journey with him, right? From being over at Jordan, coming over to Blair to lease. It didn't work out at Blair like he thought it was, so he bounced back to Jordan to lease. And then the lease over at Jordan, it wasn't hitting like he thought it was going to hit. He had maintenance issues and shit, he went back company, right? And I respect him for being transparent on that journey, right? And keeping us informed on what was going on and showing people the good and the bad of the trucking shit, right? Because a lot of guys get on here, right, and they start off with the lease and they just make positive content pertaining to the lease and won't show the bad side of the lease, right? Because leasing, let's be real with each other for a minute, right? Leasing is not in favor of the driver. I don't give a fuck what lease. It could be the best lease in the world. It's not in favor of the driver if you leasing a truck from a company that controls your freight. They controls the freight and they control the truck. It's never gonna be in favor of the driver. But you will find yourself in situations where it's beneficial to the driver though. It's beneficial. Some situations it's beneficial to the driver. Like me being over here at Blair. When I was doing my lease, it was beneficial to me. I always was I was in the green. Unless I had a maintenance issue or I was bullshitting around on the road, I was in the green. And I was in the green a decent amount into the green. You feel what I'm saying? So it benefited me, but it's never in favor of the driver when they control the truck and the freight. Because shit, they can, if they want, they can starve you the fuck out. Or they can come snatch their truck up whenever they get ready. You feel what I'm saying? So always remember that when you jumping into a lease, it's never in favor of the driver. But I respect bruh's transparency through the whole situation, man. He kept us informed on the shit. And the one thing, right, and I made this in another video, the one thing that'll kill you in this leasing shit, right, outside of the freight, the one thing that'll kill you with this leasing shit is if that truck has a lot of maintenance issues. If that truck constantly in the shop, you'll go down under fast, real fast. I was talking to a partner of mine last night, and he was telling me about a homeboy that's leased on to a company, and he was telling me how, shit, dog, he about 20K in the hole fucking with them leases, fucking with a lease. He about 20K in the hole, but he's sticking it out. You feel what I'm saying? I got another homeboy. He was leasing, right? It got bad. I think bro was like 40 in the hole. He was about 40 in the hole leasing a truck. He was about 40K in the hole, and he had been in that motherfucker for about a year over here at Blair. About 40K. He was in that motherfucker for about a year. He just kept going back to the shop. He'd get to going smooth, and then bam, something else would happen. Put him back in the shop. And it constantly happened. He just had to say, fuck it, man. I can't even. He stuck it out for about a year. But he was like, bro, I can't. It's $900 a week while I'm trying to come out. It ain't hitting on shit, bro. I can't do it. I got to turn this truck in, and I got to go back. I'm either finna go back company, or I'm finna go lease on somewhere else, but this $9 a week ain't hitting on shit. I ain't surviving off this shit. And I you know what I'm saying? Some people, you got to give them, you know what I'm saying? Got to respect it, man. But he tried. But that's going to be your biggest issue is maintenance. And also, if you leasing on to a company, man, make sure that company has freight. Make sure that company has contract freight. If you leasing on to a company and they control the truck and the freight, make sure that company has contract freight to support your fixed costs, fuel, and also to put you in the green at the end of the week. Make sure they had a freight to control that. If you leasing a truck from a company, they control the truck and the freight, and they telling you finna have to run off a load board, don't do it. Do not jump into a lease. If you leasing from a company and they control the truck and they control the freight, don't do it. You setting yourself up for failure. You're gonna find yourself in a hole. And the only thing you're gonna be doing is working just to make that truck payment, but you ain't finna be taking shit home. Because one thing about leasing a truck, they gonna get their motherfucking money off top. They gonna get their money off top before you get yours. They gonna make sure they get paid off top before you get yours. Ain't no, man, damn, bro, it was a bad week. You think you can just fall back on the payments? Hell no, they gonna get their money off top before you get yours. So make sure that if you leasing on to a company, make sure they got some freight locked in that you know gonna help support your fixed cost truck payment and the fuel, and it'll put you in the green every week. So them just my few tips. Maintenance, and make sure they got the freight to support your leasing journey. That's it. I'm out, man. I'm out. Waiting on the load. I'm out. Y'all be safe.